Hi. I uh I went to bed at 4. Um and it's now like 8 o'clock. I've been laid in bed for like 30 minutes. Um that has nothing really to do with why I started this video. Um but how I came to think about this thing was I woke up because of a dream that I guess more reminded me something about myself and how I grew up. Um, when you think about when we talk about anxious and avoidant attachment styles, right? When you say anxious and avoidant, they both sound negative, right? Um, as opposed to the secure attachment style, right? And those things are defined in different ways. And you can have traits of those without it really being a problem, right? Um, the problem comes when it negatively impacts your life, right? And you don't really have control over it, or you don't really understand it. Um, I think once you understand a flaw about yourself, right? I wanted to do flaw in air quotes there, but it kind of just is a flaw. Um, and it stems from, trauma and how you're raised, how you're brought up, right? Um, maybe things that happen in past relationships, right? Um, it's where it stems from. It is a flaw, but if you understand your flaws, um, and work to understand yourself and learn to work through them, um, it becomes less of a problem. The thing with that, right? Um, there's I've seen this a lot recently, like a kind of problem solving approach to avoidant attachment style, like telling someone how to get close to an avoidant person. Um, I don't know if this is just my feed or something, um, but I've seen it quite a bit. I never click on them because I think it's such an abhorrent, like, oh man. Like watching a video on how to get close to a specific person, that feels wrong to me. That just feels wrong to me, just personally. I guess I'm thinking about it in like a relationship, like a love relationship sort of way. I guess if you have a family member that you're trying to help, but even then, maybe you're just trying to find more understanding and. But when you advertise a video that way, right, when it's like, this is how you get close to an avoidant person, like it sends the wrong message, right? It sends the wrong message, and I think it attracts the wrong sort of people. But anyway, while I feel that was actually pretty insightful and good to say, that isn't why I started this. Um, I had the thought of, when you talk about anxious and avoidant attachment disorders, first of all, you put attachment and then disorder at the end, so you automatically know they're both bad. But also, anxious and avoidant both have negative connotations, right? Language is very important. Language is very important. And, but then another way to say that exact same thing is the runner and chaser dynamic, right? The runner and the chaser dynamic, which you see very often now. But it's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. Anxious is the runner, avoidant is, wait, no. I don't actually remember what I just said. And, oh my god. I'm on 3.5 hours of sleep. Leave me alone. The avoidant is the runner, and the anxious is the chaser, right? Anxious attachment is about you're scared of them leaving, so you get closer, right? You're scared of abandonment, so you get closer. You make sure you stay with them. This can be described as like clingy too, although that's often misused and just a way to shit on some people's love languages, which is cool, I guess. People suck, man. People really suck when it comes to things that they just don't understand. They really do suck. And I mean, I know that I shouldn't give an opinion on things I don't know about, because I know whatever I say is going to suck, right? Which is why I don't. It's why I don't really talk about politics, right? I know nothing about it. I don't really want to know anything about it. I don't care about it. From what I do know, my general thoughts on it is, like everything in the world, there's good people in it and there's bad people in it. And it's played as a game, right? Winning favor of people who just listen to whatever is told to them, either because of their experiences or otherwise. Anyway, I literally just, fucking Christ, man, I'm tired. It's fine. I'm human, whatever. The point of this was, language is very important. And how you say things is very important. You also see this a lot of times in politics and stuff, you know, how something is framed. It's called framing, right? When you take an idea, right, and then put it in certain words that make it sound worse than it is or better than it is, right? I'm not going to try to think of an example. If you're smart enough, you can think of one. I'm too tired. And I didn't prepare to make this video. I literally just woke up and made it. Anyway. The runner and chaser dynamic is the same thing as anxious and avoidant. But those words, right? The runner and the chaser. I would say in our country, in our culture, in the American culture, that's very much around chasing your dreams and chasing what you want and being a go-getter, you know. I would say that being a chaser has a much better connotation than being a runner, as America very much, um, has morals about not backing down from a fight, not backing down from a fight, not running, um, standing tall, standing proud, um, which is all bullshit, but whatever. Um, but that is our culture, right? That is our culture. So being a runner is viewed, but just the words, right? If you don't think any further into it, if you don't think about what it actually means, right? Where it's anxious and avoidant, um, being a runner is worse than being a chaser in our culture, right? And that's framing, right? That's framing. That's putting a concept that's already made and already done into different words, um, and saying it's different. Um, but those different words have different connotations, right? It's a thing. It's a thing. And if you look, oh my god, this video's been 12 minutes already. I don't even know how I did that. I'm so tired. If you look at different things, you'll see that. You'll see. I guess this is a good way to fix my sleep schedule. Yeah. You know what? Maybe it's okay that I woke up from a terrifying dream that taught me about how I fucking grew up. Well, maybe remember. I've thought about it 1,000 times, but whatever. It is what it is, bro. If you look at different things, especially news articles from different sides of the political spectrum, right? You'll see the concept of framing very clearly. If you look at the same event and how it's phrased in two different, you got to go to the articles that are very much one side or the other, right? And you'll see it the most clearly. How they frame the exact same event, right? The exact same event, different words, right? And it gives a different vibe. It's a different story, right? There's two sides to everything, right? Yeah, there's fucking million sides to everything, honestly. Saying there's two sides to everything kind of sucks. Because there's a lot more than that. But, I mean, two is better than one, I guess. Again, language, whatever. I like language. I'm a fucking nerd, whatever. Totally different vibe from the videos I uploaded not too long ago, but same shit, still me, whatever. Peace.